one thing, and then I'll open it up to you folks. I don't think any of us have any concept of what it must be like, I know I don't, to go to another country and have to learn a language, and yet, while you're trying to do that, you're still supposed to be able to live, buy groceries, do all of that. You really do speak English very well, and when you talk to Chu in the clubhouse, he understands everything he's telling you, and vice versa. How did you learn the language so quickly, and was it hard to learn English?
First time coming to the United States in 2000 after high school. I don't know English anything. I say hi, thank you, bye, the counting numbers. But first 2 years I was translating. He's helped a little bit, and then most time my teammates help a lot. Then there's example like we go in the restaurant with my teammate. First time my teammate orders my food, and then next time I order my food and then my teammate. So that's around, how I order this restaurant and everything. So.
Well, you've done a marvelous job. That's better than Omar. Omar said his first 2 years in the minor leagues when he was with Seattle, first word he learned was chicken, so he had chicken for breakfast, for dinner, because he didn't know any better, but he did pretty well too. With that, we're going to open it up for questions for Eric or any of our players here. And, I guess we do have a microphone back there. That's great, thanks.
This would be a question for Eric. Eric, who's going to play third base this year?
Well, Mark DeRosa is going to get the bulk of the time at third base this year, but he's also going to play a little bit in the outfield. Chu and Francisco are going to get more playing time this year, and they're going to be, primarily everyday players. We're still going to protect them because they're young and try to, give them, days off to keep them strong for 6 months. But DeRosa is going to get the bulk of the time at third base, and then, dabble a little bit in left field and right field, depending on, what we're doing with the other guys. But Mark can also play some second base and first base, so his versatility is really big for us. He's a good third baseman. Peralta does a good job for us at shortstop. He gets his bad rap just because he doesn't get all the balls, and maybe some of the other shortstops do. He's the best in baseball when it comes to routine play. I mean, bar none. He's, of all 30 teams, he is the best in baseball when it comes to routine play. And if there's not a manager out there that's not going to take that. Dennis Drew was a very, very, very good second baseman. He probably turns a double play as good as anybody, as quick as anybody. And for us, that's important. It's 2 outs with 1 pitch, so it should work out well for us.
Turns the triple play pretty good. Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Eric, what do you think the Garco project out in outfield? What do you think about that?
Well, we're just going to try him out there. I talked to him on the phone. I mean, I don't know if he's even going to play a game. I mean, we're going to work him out in left field a little bit. It's just another opportunity to get us back in the lineup. And if he can, be as productive as he was in the second half and do that over the course of the full season, then there's a spot for him. What he did in the first half doesn't work for us. So, Victor's going to play a little bit more first base. Victor's still going to be catching, but, I want to, catch Kelly Shoppick a little bit more too. Take that first spin. What we're going to do with the versatility of our ball club is going to allow us to put the best lineup out there each day. Keep everybody sharp, use all of our guys. And I think if we do that, we should be stronger come September.
Over your right side.
Go ahead.
Questions for Eric. With all the injuries he's had in the past, what are you expecting out of Bavaro this year?
Well, I think anybody, these guys will probably attest to it, anybody that knows our medical staff, when you take a physical by our medical staff, it's real. I mean, they don't leave any stone unturned. So I've got a tremendous amount of faith in our staff. With the exception of last year, we've been better than anybody in baseball staying healthy. Last year just hit us all at once. Carl, if you look at what happened to him in New York, it was a tough situation for him, both on and off the field, but physically, that was the main issue for him. Just wasn't able to get healthy and stay healthy. He's had the surgery, he's had the rehab, he was able to pitch 7 starts for New York last year. So we've got every reason to believe that we're getting him at the right point in time. And we don't have a great deal of money out there risk-wise, but I think the upside is well worth the risk.
Question over here.
Question for Eric. When you look at trying to put the best team on the field at the same time, third base was an opening. If you do use DeRosa in the outfield, any consideration of Victor Martinez or Ryan Garco ever playing third base?
Oh, they would love it, I tell you. I don't know how good they'd be, but they would love to play over there. We had situations where somebody got thrown out, then later in the game somebody got hurt. and we were out of players. So, I mean, I don't know who got to me first, Garko or Victor, telling me they could play third base and put them over there, this, that, and the other. So, but Victor was my choice. He was going to be the guy who was going to go over there if he needed to. And I think he could do it. He came up as a shortstop. I mean, he's got great hands. He gets out there, just ground balls to short every day. He thinks he's a shortstop. Pitchers think they can hit, and hitters think they can pitch too. So. But I don't think we're at that point in time just yet. You know, when I put DeRosa in the outfield, I like Jamie Carroll at third base. You know, we played for Alta at third base in winter ball this year too. He was pretty good. So, you know, we can always move him over, move Struble over. You got to be careful when you're bouncing people around, you know, because you don't want to get too many people out of position or be at their secondary position. So, it's real important for us to catch the ball. You know, and we don't have a great deal of room for error. So we're not going to look to give up 4 outs in inning. We got to make sure we keep it 3.
Oh, this side here. This is for either Chu or Brantley. Other than Progressive Field, what's your favorite Major League ballpark to play in?
I like the safe field.
Safe field, yeah.
I'll have to get back to you on that one. I really
Chew, big fan. Always been. Eric, how confident are you with Travis Hafner coming back?
How confident am I?
Yeah.
I'm very confident. I'm probably the high man on the totem pole there.
All right.
You know, I get the Dolan's hit me up, Shapiro hits me up, everybody, I get the question about every other day. I'm like, how many times do I tell you he's going to be okay, you know? He's going to be fine. Yeah, the guy's done the work. I mean, he's been in that training room every day all winter long. His body's where it needs to be. There's a certain way I like him to look, you know, a little bit more sleek. You know, he's still country strong, you know. I mean, he's just, you know, so if he can, you know, be a little bit more sleek, I like what it does for his swing. It kind of loosens him up a little bit. And mentally, he should be in good shape, too, because, you know, they went in there. I mean, they scoped it. So, I mean, there's nothing left unturned. There's no question marks. We know what it was. They fixed it. They should be good to go. So, it's baseball. It's fragile. I think that, you know, we'll have to, you know, really work on this spring, but I think we'll get him over the hump and go from there. He's just so good. He's too good at it. You know, I mean, you know, a guy like Chu can just watch him and get better. You know, at some point in time, people are going to watch Chu and get better. That's the way it works. And I think that, you know, with Travis, you know, we just need to get that repetition, that positive repetition, that mindset back. And, you know, maybe when he has those tough days, just, you know, that positive reinforcement helps him. And his work will take another angle, but he's going to perform for us. I'm confident of that.
Front right. Eric, I wanted to know how you felt about interleague play. If you felt playing in the National League is getting a little bit long anymore. Like everybody I talk to, they'd rather see a little more American League action.
Yeah, me too. I mean, the commissioner would like to make I've never been a big fan of interleague play. I think they should just do a home and home with the Reds. You know, take your National League rival, your American League rival, do a home and home series. You know, 6 games or 8 games can be done. But I think we play too many games within our own division, too. You know, I mean, I think that, but a lot of that has to happen because of interleague play. I mean, the schedule used to be much more efficient and made a lot more sense before interleague play. It's really almost an impossible equation now with interleague. It's, you know, even with the scheduling and trying to make it as best we can for the fans and what we're trying to do to make it more convenient for you, it's almost impossible because of interleague play. So, but I mean, the powers that be want it to be that way, so I don't see it changing anytime soon.